How's it going, guys? Buzzcraft 64 here with another episode of Nancy Drew, the Ghost Dogs Moon Lake. I'm about to go down to the cellar and use this pin and use that lock that Nancy said was hey, this is a little hole in the wall or whatever. Well, come on, I can't. It doesn't even let me click on it now.
I better be careful.
Huh. Oh well, I guess I can't anymore. I heard that's what you're supposed to do, but I guess it's kind of unnecessary if it doesn't even let you. Almost every number has like 555 in it to make it easy.
Something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't bother trying to do the math, sweet stuff. You'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
It was of you and Mickey Malone. Do you remember him?
Of course I remember him. I remember everything about that time of my life. It was the roaring 20s, for crying out loud. One of the most exciting decades in American history. Just because I've got a few years on most people doesn't mean my brain's turned to tapioca, sweet stuff.
Did you spend much time at his place on Moon Lake?
Moon Lake. Talk about your fond memories. I had a lot of fun there. Although I wasn't anywhere near as wild as most young people were back then. But I think Mickey kind of respected me for that. I was his gal for 5 years. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
Tell me about the speakeasy.
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey's.
That's weird. I'm staying in his old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That saloon was built using 2 main ingredients, concrete and secrecy. Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
The key to the tombstone? You still have it?
It's in the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small, and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't, as a joke. Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it out for him inscribed on it. That's the one the key unlocks.
Do you know anything about the safe that's in the cellar of his house at Moon Lake?
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie's. By Willie, I mean William Akers, one of the guys who worked for Mickey.
Did all Malone's employees have their own safes?
Not hardly. Mickey treated most of his employees like dirt, but not Willie. He honestly liked Willie, trusted him. And when Willie decided he wanted his own safe, Mickey said, "What the hey?" No one knew the combination, not even Mickey. Mostly because Willie was constantly changing it. He was a little paranoid and superstitious. Well, as I recall, he'd picked the most unlucky number he could think of and used that for the combination. He called it a reverse jinx.
Unlucky number? Like what?
Oh, like the date that something bad happened, like when the stock market crashed, or when somebody died, or the address of a house that caught fire, or the phone number of the police, that sort of thing.
William Akers, the guy you call Willie. He wrote about looking for the gold that Malone had supposedly buried on his property at Moon Lake. Do you know anything about that?
The hole in the floor gold heist. Well, I'll be darned.
So it's true? He did bury gold on his property?
Truth be told, when Mickey told me he was the one who pulled off that heist and that he'd buried 20 gold bars at Moon Lake, I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. See, Mickey and I were on the outs by then. I thought he was just trying to entice me to come back. But if he told Willie the same thing, maybe there's something to the story after all.
Do you have any idea where he might have hidden it?
Afraid not. Mickey was so secretive that the men who completed his house at Moon Lake were not only forbidden to talk about the work they'd done, but they were ordered to leave the state for good, or else. But you know, I think he mentioned a map. Yes. He said he was making a treasure map and that... the dogs. Something about those dogs of his.
The dogs will lead the way?
He was always saying that. In fact, I'm pretty sure he had it engraved on his tombstone. Think, Viv, think! He said he was making a treasure map, and that he was also having paintings done of each dog. He made it sound like one thing had something to do with the other, like he was giving me some big important clue. But I just figured he was playing games, trying to lure me back with mystery and intrigue. I told him to buzz off. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Did he say what he was going to do with the paintings?
He said he was going to hang them in the speakeasy, and I'm sure that's precisely what he did.
Can you remember anything about Malone's dogs that might suggest where he hid the gold?
I stayed away from his dogs. They made me nervous, always jumping around, barking at this or that. The only one I liked was, what was his name? Iggy! I liked Iggy because he was nice and quiet. He just lay on the porch all day and didn't make a peep.
It's been fun talking to you.
23 skidoo, kiddo!
Yeah, let's go downstairs. Wait. Okay, we need to go to the Sam. Ah. Sorry about the lost footage. I just talked to her and I need the code is Baldo. Nope. Okay. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Nope. This is where I always get lost. There we go.
It looks like some kind of keyhole.
Oops. Gee, how fun. Oh no. Whoa. Bald. Ball. What? They all do it. I think. Okay. Ball. Okay, so ball is easy. Salto! Yes! I did it! Oh yeah.
It's too dark. I need a flashlight.
Whoop! Creepy.
Oh, the batteries are going dead. I can't see a thing. I'd better go back.
Oh, I did it. Okay. Have to go to the store. Is this snake?
Nice Junior Park Ranger pin. You must really be on Acre's good side.
I need flashlight batteries. Do you carry them?
Yep. But you know, I've been meaning to make a purty display out of them packs of combo coal over there for the longest time. just can't seem to get around to it.
In other words, you'd like me to give it a shot.
Here's the way it should look when you're done.
What?
Ta-da! One smiling goldfish. It's obviously never tried combo cola.
I'm saving. At least that's a fast puzzle. So you don't have to put up with too long.
Hey, Nancy, this mean you got them cans stacked?
You bet. They look just like the picture you gave me, which you can have back.
Here's your batteries, and thanks, Nancy.
Okay. Yeah. What? Oh no. I hate this puzzle. did it.
It's silly to try to explore this in the dark.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
This is like exactly the Danger on Deception Island one.
So this is the speakeasy. Wow.
And the lights are on.
If map is correct, the tree where Vitus would bark at the hawks used to be right about here.
Huh? There. Nice. What's this? Whoa. That's not actually too hidden. I knew there was a secret door there, and if I was looking for a secret door, that'd be like, uh-huh. Don't do nothing.
Those must be the spigots William Akers mentioned in his journal.
Mmm. What? Okay. Okay. Here's something.
Ah, he's so cute.
Xander. Oh. Ah, I see. Okay. Make this one an eye. Maybe I gotta do this one 3 times. I did it! I did it! This one needs to be Xander.